The Bert Show. Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
I've never tripped out on drugs before, but I can't imagine it would feel something like watching the trailer for Jennifer Lopez's new film, This Is Me Now, a love story. This thing is a fever dream. So right in the beginning of this trailer, you see Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are riding through on a motorcycle through a salt flat. And then J-Lo, she's talking about being a hopeless romantic. And then there's people dancing. And then there's a flower petal factory. And then Jen and Ben get thrown from the motorcycle. And then she's talking to her therapist. And that's all just in the first 20 seconds. And I'm like, what is the plot of this film? And then there's a section where she's having an intervention from her friends who say she might be a sex addict. You need to watch this trailer because I have no idea what's going on. It looks like a Marvel film, like with a little bit of Tim Burton in it. I don't know what the plot of it is, except I think it's telling the story of her past marriages. I can't find a summary anywhere. Yeah.
And Ben Affleck's in it.
And it looks like Ben Affleck is in it.
You guys ever watch a movie and then at the end of the hour and a half or 2 hours go, what the hell was the point of that at all?
Saltburn.
Saltburn?
That's how I felt about Saltburn.
Really? I mean, I felt like there was it was a pretty deep movie. I don't know that it had any kind of, there was really no message on that.
Yeah, I had to watch it twice because I'm like, why did he suck the bathtub water into his mouth?
But here's the thing. Not everything has a message. Like some things just cannot be explained. They just are what they are.
But there are some movies, like it sounds like this trailer, where you're at the end of it and you're just like, why?
Entertainment. It's just entertaining to watch. Okay. Saltburn was entertaining. It was artistic, theatrical, like great cinematography. Maybe this is going to have some excellent cinematography.
Have you guys seen the movie?
I can't even look at your series.
I think it's called Sun on Netflix with Hugh Jackman.
With the O or U?
O.
Oh.
At the end of it, it was 2 hours, and I'm like, why? Why?
What did you do this for?
What was this?
Why did I watch it?
And I was mad at Hugh Jackman for signing the contract on it.
I feel like people said that about, what was that Robert Pattinson film, Lighthouse or whatever, that was all black and white.
I really like that movie.
It's art. If you don't understand, if after 2 hours you say why, it's because it's art and you didn't go to art school.
Yeah, I probably like that only because Hayden, who my son is in performing arts school, was loving it so much. So I was probably, the movie itself really was bizarre, but he loved it. So that's why.
This thing is art. This thing is an hour and 5 minutes.
That's very extensive.
The movie?
Yeah.
The musical movie?
Yeah. Whatever just got released on Amazon Prime Video is...
It gets released on February 16th, so you can watch it as like a Valentine's Day thing.
If it's a musical, it's still an hour too long.
You can only handle 5 minutes of it.
That's it.
God.
This is so weird.
Hey, I don't know what it is because it looks like she's going to defeat Thanos in it, but it's a love story. I'm very confused by the whole thing, but I will be tuning in because I love to hate watch things. Yeah. All right, Jane Seymour, she says she's having more wonderful and passionate sex than ever at the age of 72.
Who?
So Jane Seymour. So she did
it. Medicine woman.
Right? She wrote an essay for Cosmopolitan Sex After 60 digital issue, and she reveals why the sex she's having with her boyfriend is better than any other she's ever had before. She said, sex right now is more wonderful and passionate than anything I have ever remembered because it is built on trust, love, and experience. The older I get, the more sex is built on emotional intimacy, on having shared the ups and downs of life with someone, our feelings, our joys, our sadness, our mutual passions, and desire. Your sex life doesn't need to end at 60.
So there's a key phrase she used there. She said, at 70 years old, I can't remember having better sex. Well, you're 70 years old.
Art.
She probably did. She just can't remember that.
You can't blame good sex in your 70s on dementia just because you can't remember the sex from the past.
I think you can.
Okay.
I think you can. I think it just did.
She talks about how there's a stigma around sex and aging, saying that while some people give up physically, mentally, and emotionally as they get older, she writes that she's come to realize that life can only get better when you are open-minded and you listen to your body and to yourself. So she's really coming to her own, about 50 years too late. So shout out to you, Dr. Quinn.
So old, my body says, please go to sleep.
It says, don't touch me.
Yeah, it says, we want to hibernate.
But what does a 70 body yaddy 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 sound like?
It doesn't get through the whole song. It doesn't get through all those lyrics, I think. That's it.
My hip.
For more stories, head to the Bert Show podcast on your favorite listening platform.
The Bert Show.